Welcome back to part two of how to find your big job online. We're taking a look at various job portals, and I'm showing you things that you should do, things that you should be thinking about before going for that job. You might be in a position right now and you might feel like I did. I am more than this. Have you ever been in a position where you feel, what am I doing here? Why am I here? It took someone ridiculing what I was making that made me wake up and say, I need to leave here. By the time you get ridiculed about how much money you're making compared to other people, you know you're in the wrong firm. So I knew I needed to leave, and I started in earnest. And that began my track record of going for many, many interviews, experiencing a lot of rejection at many levels, and asking why. Why is my resume being rejected? I realized one key thing was missing from it. I didn't have a key ingredient they were looking for. They wanted someone who was certified, a certified project manager, not someone that had a degree, but someone who was certified. And I totally missed why this was relevant. You know, for many years, I had been trying to get jobs as a project manager without having the certification behind. I had experience. I knew I could do it, but I wasn't convincing them because they weren't seeing the certification. The moment I added the certification to the mix and many other things, then doors began to open. Then interviews began to come. You see, I absolutely welcome interviews. Interviews are good because it assures you that you're still relevant in the marketplace. Up till now, I get loads of emails saying, would you like to interview for this? Do you want to do this? And it's good. It shows relevance. I couldn't believe I got an email the other day saying, do you still train AutoCAD? I'm like, what century was that? You know, I got an email talking about some obsolete thing that I don't do anymore. But it's good assurance that my resume is still relevant in the marketplace. You got to make your resume relevant for the marketplace that you're in, if it's project management, if it's management, whatever it is. Okay. So today I'm going to show you a few examples of how not to craft a resume. These are out there on Google. Just Google examples of bad resumes. You see them everywhere. You definitely do not want your resume to look like these. You see these resumes, some of them are almost comedic. Some of them have very, very unappealing information. Some of them look like a grocery list. But when you get down to the bottom of these bad resumes, you know, like this, what do I have to offer? I'm good with people. I wear your clothes. I'm a model. I mean, even if you're trying to become a model, I mean, is that a resume you really want to send out? You see? And then when you get down to some that look a little bit more serious, you still find things that are missing. So in this example on the far right-hand side of the screen here, key qualifications, creative and dedicated professional with more than 5 years experience. So those things people put in the beginning, those are all well and good. I don't waste my time with those anymore. I used to. And then you're getting into the meat of the resume and you just see like a grocery list, like a shopping list, manage a crew, keep restaurant. I mean, it's like writing a prescription or writing a description of what you want people to do on a job. No, that's not a resume. That's a job description. That tells me you just went somewhere, copied and plunked it in. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. So if you really want to craft a solid resume, let me show you as a project manager some of the ingredients that should be in your resume. All right. You want a simple statement, an opening, an introduction. Okay. Who are you? What have you accomplished in your world of project management at a very high level? And what are you looking for? Where are you going? Where you going is a good one. And you want to tailor the where you're going. You want it to align with the job. Look, if you've got a resume today and you've got an intro statement, an opening that does not align with the job you're going for, scrap it, write a new one. What does it cost to write a new statement? A few minutes, half an hour, do it. Get rid of those statements that have nothing to do with the current job. All right. Now, something that you see on a lot of resumes after the intro is a summary of skills. If you are putting a summary of skills in a resume, make sure they are relevant to the job. This is going to be your eye candy right off the bat. So if they're looking for PMP, they're looking for ITIL certified, if they're looking for PGMP, if they're looking for maybe Cisco experience or Cisco certified, they're looking for CISSP, all that stuff. If they are truly looking for those, you want to streamline it to those they're looking for, okay? Don't go off on a rabbit trail putting in everything under the sun that you've done. No, no, no. Just keep it. If you can choose the 5 big ones, those things that are really relevant to the current job, that's what you want to do. So let me give you some practical ideas about this. Let's go to the Monster website. And Monster, I use Monster a lot because I've experienced a lot of wins on Monster. So it's a site I gravitate towards. All right. So from our last one, we searched for PMP Arizona. Let's do that. Let's search. And let me go to some job down at the bottom. Okay. IT project manager. Okay. So from reading this description, our customer in Phoenix, Arizona is looking for an IT project manager who will provide direction, so on and so forth. Okay. I'm going down to the bottom because I know that's like in the dregs. I know that's what they're going to say they are looking for. There you go. Hands-on knowledge of this, PMP, CSM, solid experience. These are the things that need to be up front in your summary. See what I'm saying? These need to be upfront. So all these skills, all these abilities, oh, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. But you want to go through them and find out, based on the job description above, which of those do you see as being most relevant? So you need to do a quick analysis. And then going back to your resume, these are the things that need to be in there. See? All these things, the ones you have, of course, those need to be right there at the top, okay? And then you need to make it brief. You need to make it visually appealing. Don't make it cluttered. And don't do the ridiculous justification in the middle. That is just abominable. Don't do that, okay? You want to make it look very pro, very clean. So think about a C-level executive reading a resume. They're looking for the high-level, valuable points. So try to be as concise as can be, okay? Something else executives are looking for in a resume, they're looking for, what have you done in the past? What can you do for us? Is this a promising candidate? By way of what they can do, what they have done. You want to convey what you can do and what you have done. I talk about this in previous episodes, but in your resume, if this is missing, like when you're talking about your job history is useless if it does not contain the punchline of what you did for your employer. If it does not contain what you have done for your employer, go rewrite your job history. So managed a group of this, but what did you accomplish, right? Was the end game. What was the end game? And was it a win? One place that you can go back to in your mind, if you've ever applied for any of the PMI exams, is the 5 process groups. So initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Very quickly, what did you do? Don't make it a big old paragraph. Make it very, very succinct. Try to get everything down to 2 or 3 lines. And then the punchline is successfully delivered X or did Y. That is where you need to get to, and you need to get there as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the resume lands on the stack. So your job history, make it concise, make it sweet, but also the big things that they're looking for that typically fall down to the bottom of the description, bring those to the surface, and try to get your resume to between 2 and 3. By the time you go into long resumes, you know that you're probably not hitting the mark quick, because people aren't looking for 20, 30 years of experience in most jobs. They want to know, what did you do in the past 5 to 10 years? And if you cannot summarize that quick, they're going to be looking at another visually appealing resume where those things come up quicker. All right. So my suggestion to you is clean up your resume, make it look tidy. If you want coaching and training on this, go to pmsucceed.com, sign up for one-on-one training. I'll get you into ship shape as far as that resume. We'll take out all the clutter. A lot of times it's just clutter, boring stuff that we don't even want to see. So you need to get rid of that clutter. You need to make it short, sweet, visually appealing. And then you need to be able to craft your elevator pitch. Look for video in this playlist where I have that, and you want to be able to deliver solid. All right. I hope this helps you. All the best in your job search, and be sure to check out the other videos on the channel. Take care. Bye for now.